A Shepherd's Courage, the epic tale of David and Goliath. David, a young shepherd, stood before a giant. Goliath, a warrior of Gath, taunted the Israelite army. Fear gripped the soldiers. They trembled at the giant's size and strength. David, however, saw something different. He saw an enemy defying the living God. Goliath was a formidable foe. He wore heavy armor and carried deadly weapons. His voice boomed across the battlefield, striking fear into the hearts of men. David, armed only with a sling and stones, seemed no match for the giant. But David's strength lay not in his size or weapons, but in his unwavering faith. He believed in a God who could move mountains, a God who could deliver victory against all odds. David's faith transformed his fear into courage. His belief in God fueled his determination. David's unwavering faith, a sling, a stone, and trust in God. David approached Goliath with the confidence of a seasoned warrior, though he was just a young shepherd. He refused the king's armor, declaring that his God would protect him. David knew that his strength did not come from physical armor, but from his faith. David's faith was not a blind hope. It was a deep-rooted trust in God's promises, cultivated through years of tending his flock and experiencing God's protection. With a sling and a stone, David faced the giant. He stood firm, knowing that the battle belonged to the Lord. He did not boast in his own abilities. Instead, he proclaimed the power of the God he served, making it clear that his victory would be for God's glory. David's faith resonated in his words, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." The battle was swift and decisive. David's courage and faith led him to act without hesitation. David's stone found its mark, felling the giant. The seemingly impossible became possible through faith. Goliath, the mighty warrior, lay defeated by a shepherd boy who dared to trust in God. The victory was a powerful testament to faith. David's victory was not a testament to his skill. It was a resounding affirmation of God's power and faithfulness, a testament to the victory that comes with unwavering faith, reminding us that, with God, all things are possible. Giants among us, modern challenges, and timeless faith. In our fast-paced, ever-changing world, we are constantly faced with new and daunting challenges. Centuries later, the story of David and Goliath continues to resonate. This timeless tale of courage and faith speaks to the human spirit. It reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, faith in God can bring victory. It is a beacon of hope for those who feel small against the giants they face. We may not face literal giants, but we all encounter challenges that seem insurmountable. These obstacles test our resolve and our faith. These are our modern-day Goliaths: financial struggles, relationship problems, health issues, and more. Career setbacks. These giants loom large in our lives. They can make us feel powerless and alone. They threaten to overwhelm us, to steal our joy and cripple our spirit. The weight of these challenges can be crushing. But just as David faced Goliath with unwavering faith, we too can find strength and courage in God. Our faith can be our shield and our sword. These challenges may seem insurmountable, but our God is bigger. He is greater than any obstacle we face. He is the God who parted the Red Sea, who calmed the storm, and who walks with us through every trial. He is the God who raised Jesus from the dead. His power is limitless and his love is boundless. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. His promises endure through all generations. His power has not diminished. It remains as strong and as mighty as ever, ready to help us overcome our giants. Section 4. Finding strength in weakness, practical steps to trusting God. Trusting in God is not a passive act. It is an active choice we make every day. It requires active engagement with our faith, a conscious decision to lean on Him. It requires us to surrender our fears, doubts, and anxieties to Him, trusting that He will guide us. To trust in His plan, even when we don't understand it, is to believe in His greater wisdom. Start by acknowledging God's presence in your life. Talk to Him as you would to a close friend. Share your fears, your worries, your hopes, and your dreams. Open your heart to Him. He listens. He cares deeply about every aspect of your life. He wants to help you overcome your giants. Dive into His Word and find strength. The Bible is filled with stories of ordinary people who faced extraordinary challenges and emerged victorious through their faith in God. These stories are there to inspire you. Their stories offer guidance, encouragement, and a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. They show us that faith can move mountains. Surround yourself with a supportive community of faith. Engage with others who share your beliefs. Find strength in shared experiences, encouragement in times of doubt, and accountability in your walk with God. Lean on each other. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Together we can find the strength to trust in God. Section 5. Courage to conquer. Facing your giants with God by your side. To facing your giants requires courage. The courage to trust in God's plan even when it doesn't make sense. The courage to step out in faith even when fear whispers doubts. The courage to believe in God's promises even when you don't see the fulfillment yet. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward in spite of fear. It is trusting that God is with you, fighting for you, and empowering you to overcome. David's victory over Goliath reminds us that with God, all things are possible. No giant is too big, no challenge too daunting, no obstacle too great when we place our trust in Him. Section 6. The assurance of victory. Trusting in God's unfailing power. Trusting in God does not guarantee an easy life, nor does it shield us from all hardships. It does not exempt us from trials or tribulations that test our faith, but it does promise us something far greater and more profound. It promises us God's presence, His peace and His power in the midst of our storms. It assures us that we are not defined by our circumstances, but by our God. It reminds us that victory is not determined by our strength, but by His. When we trust in God, we find peace in the midst of chaos and confusion, hope in the face of despair and darkness, and strength when we feel weak and weary. We are empowered to face our giants with courage, knowing that the battle belongs to the Lord, our ultimate protector. Section 7. A legacy of faith. Living a life of courage and trust. The story of David and Goliath is not just a historical account. It is a timeless message of faith, courage, and the unwavering love of God. It is a call to live lives defined not by our fears but by our faith. Let us be inspired by David's example. Let us face our giants with the same unwavering faith, knowing that our God is bigger, stronger, and always by our side. Let us live lives that reflect His love, His grace, and His power. Let our lives be a testament to the truth that with God, all things are possible. Let us leave a legacy of faith, courage, and trust in the God who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine.